makes me feel
Don't
weird
panic,
every time.
everyone.
Don't panic.
We're fucking back. And 21 is still coming. 111 points to play for, remember? 111 points. You need less than that to win the league.
Yeah.
You're going to be We lost against Arsenal.
We did lose against Arsenal.
Oh my God.
But you still seem to be a little bit jovial. You still seem to have a little smile to your face. How so?
I'm happy.
Why?
I seen it. I seen it.
What did you say?
I seen it enough to know we're going to be all right.
Yeah.
We're going to be all right. And it's clear when you look at Manchester United right now. Goalkeeper situation, uh-oh. Midfield situation, bit of a uh-oh. But everywhere else is, oh yeah.
It's a little bit nicer, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think there was so many times in that game. You watched it on telly, didn't you?
Yeah.
There's so many times in that game where just pull the trigger, get that shot away, or, you know, like Dorgu scrambling to take a shot. Ahmad, like, there's a few moments where just scrambling to take the shot, but then there were also great moments where Mbumo's running through, Cunha's skinning everyone. And as much as we like to take the piss out of Arsenal, Arsenal are a decent side, and we perform like that against them. If, let's say it was Burnley or something, or, I don't know,
Yeah. Wolves.
West Ham, Wolves,
Yeah.
you go, fucking hell, you know. But I think if that was a Burnley, West Ham, Wolves today, we beat them.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And if we perform like that against Fulham, I think we beat them. But yeah, the keepers will cost the manager if he continues to trust in these lot. And that's the one thing I'm a bit worried about now. Like, you know, today if it's 0-0, but we just need to fix the midfield. Maybe there's a big push to fix that midfield. I think there's going to be a big push to fix the goalie now, and it might scupper any chances of getting a midfielder or Baleba in.
I think there's a lot of things to talk about from the game. Some good, some bad. I think we've learned a lot about this team and what we've taken from pre-season into the season. I think, firstly, we need to talk about the new transfers because immediately I thought the attack... Again, it's weird that we're talking like this. We're talking like we've won. The words we're saying are as though we've won. We know we haven't. We know we've lost and we need to win. The Cunha and Mbumo, we didn't really see enough of Sesko yet to tell us.
I've seen enough to know he's better than Gyökeres. Gyökeres is a dud. I told everyone on Stretford Paddock. I told everyone on the club. I told everyone on the overlap.
Yeah.
This guy is a fucking fringe.
Yeah.
He's not good enough.
You said it
Big
when we were
fatty.
linked with him, to be fair.
Before he even signed for Arsenal, we were linked with Gyökeres. I said, don't do it. Something's not right.
Something's not right.
He's smashing passes out for throw-ins.
Yeah. He put a cross out for a throw-in. And he was cutting inside to have a shot and he tripped over the ball. But we can't take the piss out. The thing is, we can't take the piss too much because we lost.
But I could take the piss out of him. We nearly signed him.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
and if we signed him, and you said it, say what you said before.
About what?
If he did that for us.
Oh, yeah. If that was Amrim's former club's striker, if we'd have signed Gyökeres and that transfer would have gone to Amrim like, you've brought your striker over, and he was standing on the ball when he's trying to cut inside and putting crosses out for throw-ins, Amrim would be struggling right now. Regardless of the rest of the performance. Bro. He'd be really struggling.
And everyone would be saying this guy stinks.
Yeah. Yeah.
We need to put super duper pressure on him.
Yeah.
By making this a thing now. He stinks. That's what happened to Lukaku, remember?
Yeah, and he was actually good.
He's a good striker.
Let's talk about
twice the player Gyökeres is.
I agree. Let's talk about Cunha and Mbumo. Cunha in particular, they're obviously two very different players.
I thought Mbumo was better.
Go on.
I thought Mbumo was better, but Cunha showed he's the kind of player that can coast through a game and then boom.
Yeah.
That run that he made from the halfway line.
Yeah.
It's a shame he never got his shot away quite as much as he would have liked to, but I thought Cunha looked like a player. He's obviously had a bit of a topsy-turvy summer as well. He's obviously made the transfer. His child was born while he was away. Like, it was a bit, he didn't play every game, did he?
No.
So obviously he's still probably trying to catch up in terms of fitness, but he looked like a Man United player. And Mbumo looked like a player. And Mbumo was constant, just a constant. There was a moment as well where I went, he's class. The ball came over. I don't know who it was behind him. Maybe Calafiori or it was their left-hand side.
Yeah, potentially.
But whoever it was, he just brought the ball round, span him, dropped him. He's brung him, he's dropped him. And he just went in.
Yeah.
And it was like, bro, he was using that Cakey piece.
Using the booty blaster, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
what did you think? What did you make of?
I agree. Cunha's a sort of player that he's got a bit of the Bruno Fernandes, a bit, and people won't like this, but I think Marcus Rashford had it where at times he's a little bit quiet or this and the other, and all of a sudden he's gone past two players and he's having a shot. That one you said where he cut through everyone. The second half I thought Cunha got better as the game went on, but he's got that magic to him where it's. He takes a touch and you think he's going to get tackled, and he rides that one, and then he rides the next one. His dribbling and his carrying of the ball through the middle of the pitch is excellent.
That's why
really,
we need a belabour
in
midfield, because we haven't got enough of them.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, he's one of the very few that can do that.
Yeah, I think he's brilliant at that, Cunha. And Burmo, like you said, the repetition of doing the right thing over and over again, his touch every time, bang, perfect.
Finding that space as well.
The space, he pulls away from his fullback brilliantly. He sees the overlap. He also knows when to go outside, when to go inside. Like, we were talking during the watch along about Anthony and his first game.
Who was on it today? Obviously, I was at the game, so I didn't see.
It was Ronaldo, Scotty, and Tom Cooney and me.
So what were everyone else's thoughts?
The general response was that was a lot better. That was certainly a lot better than last season. And even you look at Ten Hag's second season when we finished 8th, the amount of times we had to defend even wins that were terrible performances. We were we've won today, but I don't know how we won that. I know we would have loved a last minute winner against Arsenal, but it had to rely on that every single time. I think if we play like we did against Arsenal, we aren't going to be relying on last minute winners all the time or last ditch defending. I feel as though we could score 2-3 goals against most teams in the league. We should have got at least 2 today.
I think you don't realise how much of... Look, I thought Mason Mount was very good today.
Yeah.
So this isn't a criticism of him. But being part of that front three, it was like Cunha sometimes was through the middle and Bumo was sometimes, Mount was sometimes... And centre-backs, when they haven't got an actual striker there, they're a little bit more relaxed.
Yeah.
Because they know these guys are going to play in front of them a little bit. Obviously, we're talking about Mbumo and Cunha like spinning in, but that's more out wide. The centre-backs are thinking, right, this is easy-ish for me, because it's not... As soon as Sesko starts penning them back and then bringing the ball in at his feet and he can spin it or pass it to Bruno and then Bruno can let him go, it's going to be a whole different dimension to the way we play. I thought Mount was very good today, though. Yeah. And I do think we've got a good problem in that Bruno Fernandes, Mason Mount are both playing really well. They can both play deeper. You've got Kobbie Mainoo, who didn't see a minute against Arsenal, I don't think. And he needs to get into this team. Like, sorry to focus on a bad thing, but Ugarte is rubbish.
Poor cameo.
We need to forget him. We should have forgot him after West Ham. When he fell over and fucked it off, forget it. I've seen enough. And we kind of gave him the benefit that he's not good enough. Kept giving the ball away, doing stupid things. He had a shot from 30 yards. When was the last time he fucking scored?
Yeah, that was stupid.
Like,
that was
we were on the attack. Like, just pass the ball wide.
Yeah.
Like, I think Bruno was there. Ahmad was there.
Yeah.
Like, just get the ball out wide. Now, of course, if he goes in, everyone's celebrating. But as soon as he lined up the shot, I was like, don't.
Yeah, it was a bad idea.
It was just stupid. We had about 10 minutes to go as well. And they were wasting time. And it was like...
Yeah.
It was just... I've seen enough from him to know he's not it. And Casemiro, who I thought looked like he was running through treacle at times on Sunday, he was better than him. Some of the cross-field diagonals that Mbumo he was playing were very good. So we need to sort out that midfield. We need to sort out that goalkeeper. We need to get Sesko up top. We'll be all right, but still a bit of business to do, innit? But it felt better. Dorgu was good.
Yeah.
Mate, he hit the post.
I know. The thing with Dorgu is, it's hard to notice it because it's something that isn't happening. But he never seems to have to put in like a last-ditch tackle. He's never having to recover from when he's let someone go. I know we focused on the attacking because he's a wing-back, but his defensive stuff, and him and Luke Shaw I thought worked really well. But Dorgu is just so physically present at all times. Attackers never get away from him. So he's never having to do like, did you see that? He's just there, just clamped onto people at all times.
You're right about Luke Shaw. I think that goes underrated.
Well. Luke Shaw was excellent against Arsenal.
Left centre back I was wondering what's going to go. Obviously, we missed Lissandro, but Luke Shaw is a good option there.
Yeah.
Gas towards the end, and there was a big difference when we brought Maguire on. Obviously, I think Maguire was also brought on to kind of be a threat in their box.
Yeah, he was sort of stayed on the edge of the 18 yard.
But what happened was, I don't know if you saw this, because obviously when you're watching it on TV, it's a bit different than my seat from the Stretford end. But when Maguire came in, he ran straight to the middle. Lenny went from the right to the left, and then De Ligt went to the right.
Right.
So everything shuffled. De Ligt went from centre to right, and Lenny went from right to left. So that's how he sees them when Maguire's played.
Yeah.
So when Maguire plays, that's how I think it goes.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you think of that.
No, I think it makes sense. Euro again just sort of
so good.
Just cruises through games, doesn't he? Didn't have to do anything.
We're all right, you know.
I know. I think they had 3 shots on target, Arsenal, including one that was Calafiori literally tapping it in on the line that anyone would score. You know, it wasn't.
We're gonna be all right, man.
They didn't create much at all. In terms of the goalkeeper, then, because that is a huge problem. I know you mentioned Ugarte, but I thought, for whatever reason, our system allowed Casemiro to look pretty good in there. Bruno looked pretty good in there. The goalkeeper wasn't able to be covered up. What we're going to do? Because I don't know if you saw this, but Amrin mentioned that Onana is fit, but he felt like the other guys had played well in pre-season.
All due respect, unless it's a Højlund thing where it's like, let's make it clear he can fuck off.
Yeah.
So we can sell him. It's the bad move.
Okay.
First of all, play Tom Heaton.
You think he's better than Binder?
I think he's better than both of them. Obviously not ideal for the whole season, and maybe that's why you're not going to do it. But Tom Heaton's better than both of them. But I also think Onana's better than Binder.
Yeah, definitely.
But Binder is not good enough. And that's sad, because he's a decent lad, whatever. But we're getting ruthless now. Look what we're doing with Højlund today.
Yeah.
Any other season, Højlund's in the squad. Maybe starts.
Yeah.
Maybe starts.
Yeah.
And we've gone, you know what, Nana, you're not needed. Get out. Ruthless, but it's right. We need to kind of be the same. And maybe that's what we've done with Onana, I don't know. Maybe there is a potential for him to move on, maybe, because sometimes things happen and we're not aware, right? But it felt, Binder was a mistake. You either go Onana or Heaton.
It's weird, isn't it? He obviously doesn't trust Heaton. I don't know if it's the ball at his feet or...
I think it's just a third goalkeeper. You're never going to do it, are you?
36, 37. But, yeah, Binder's...
But then
he's
Tom's
only played
part of the
10 games.
leadership group and all that.
Yeah.
And I know that's nothing, really, and maybe Tom Heaton's not fit. Yeah. Although, as a keeper...
He was on the bench. So
I think
Tom
Heaton's better than Altay Binder.
Yeah.
That's tragic that we're here.
I know.
But there's 2 big players that we signed for 50 million each that are staring us in the face saying we need replacements.
Ugarte and Onana.
And Casemiro. If you want to include Casemiro, you can.
Who's even more money.
60.
Yeah.
And the wages is the main problem for him. So
do you think we will sign a goalie? Because it seems as though the Belabour stuff this summer, I know you
I've got a feeling it's still got legs. This isn't me being stupid. I genuinely feel there's legs in this stuff.
Why?
I feel like United have gone, you know what? We're parking that. To kind of... Because, you know, in the past, we would have not said anything. Like, we wouldn't have briefed that we were out. And we would have let the story just keep building. The hype to keep going. The price to maybe go up because everyone's still talking. Whereas I think when we go, we're not interested. Or we're not going to do this now. But then in a week's time, maybe if Sancho's gone, Garnacho's gone, Anthony's gone, Højlund, we can then go, here's a bid, Brighton. And the fuss has almost died down, and then it's Ornstein's dropping a bomber going, United have made a bid. So I think there's something, and Ugarte, there was also a similar with Ugarte, where, I know what I'm saying, we shouldn't have signed him, but when we did, there was like 2 weeks before we signed him where it went, Ornstein reported we're not interested.
Yeah.
And that could maybe be a little bit of a thing, especially if we're maybe pushing Belabour to do something as well. So I think there's maybe still legs in that. If there's not, we need to get a goalkeeper, or we need to get a midfielder, or we need to get both. But I would like us to do the Liverpool, I hate to compare it to them, but when they never got the player they wanted, they went, let's chill. Everyone knows we're a bit desperate right now. And maybe that means we can only really challenge for the European spots and maybe not push on a little bit more, but we'll be better placed next summer.
Yeah.
We're all right, man. Serious. I'm more confident now than I was last week.
Which is mad, isn't it? Right. Because, like, genuinely, the problem... I know, obviously, we had loads of problems, but the amount of games we lost last season, it almost felt like, if I see one more loss...
We don't lose against Fulham.
I'm sick of this. And yet we've lost. And like you said, I don't necessarily feel better than before the game, but I saw a lot of the things that I wanted to see from that performance. Almost all of them, other than still problems in midfield, the goalkeeper calamity. But like, I think we can score against every team in the league. And against the lesser teams, I think we can chuck a few goals in. The constant threat of Cunha and Burmo. Bruno didn't have his best game, but I thought grew into the game as it went along. And even then, still was getting the ball in good areas and doing good things with it. And we barely even saw Sesko. Like, I saw a lot of what I wanted to see.
But there was some bits from him where I thought...
Yeah. A couple of the hold-up play bits.
And just physical. He was a bit more physical than you've seen Højlund be.
Yeah.
Or there was times where, like, he made a run and you thought, oh, has he kind of gone too quick? And then he kind of just held back and then won the ball. And it was like... That's what you want to see. His timing his battles with the defenders at the right times and things like that. And I think that's when you've got runners either side of him, the Mbumos, the Cunhas, the Brunos, Amads, then that's going to prove to be good because they can know that he's going to battle, he's going to win that, he's going to get a knockdown, and we're going to go in.
Yeah,
I think we're all right.
Just looking at some of the other teams then that have played over the weekend. I know you can't read too much into one game.
It's Liverpool City title race.
You think? Why? Why not Arsenal? Because they won their first game.
I think Arsenal will get better, but I don't think Gyökeres is good enough. I think they rely on Saka too much. And I think the pressure is going to start to build on Arteta. I think Liverpool are a very good team. They're going to outscore most teams. But I think you can't be that open defensively. Unless they make a Guéhi signing or someone comes in. I think Frimpong, we mentioned this before, I think with the back, he's a back three guy.
Yeah.
Playing in a back four, he's leaving too many gaps. We saw what Bournemouth did to them. Yeah. Bournemouth didn't have a very good pre-season.
No.
Their manager was fuming.
Yeah, he was.
I remember when we played him, he was like, yo, we're so far behind where Man United are right now. And my point there is I think Liverpool will concede a lot of goals. And I think if you concede a lot of goals, you're not going to win the league. Yeah. So I think City are going to win the league. I was surprised to see Chelsea drop points against Palace, although Palace are a good team. I think United can maybe fight for that spot. Maybe Arsenal might pull away a bit too much because I think there's a level of consistency there. I don't think they're going to win the league. Fourth, fifth ain't too far off if we can play like that and improve where we're talking about.
Can I remind you that you predicted us to finish first last week?
If Baleba signed.
That was a good point. Shit, you got me.
And he might still sign.
And then?
Because there's still 111 points to play for.
Something like that.
37 times 3?
38 times 3.
We've played one.
Oh, still, sorry, yeah.
To play for.
Yeah.
111 points to play for. That's more than you need to win the league.
That's well more than you need.
Wow.
I'll tell you right now, if we get 111 points, I could see us really challenging to it.
Yeah, I think we might do it.
We actually might do it.
We might do it. Now, I'm gutted we've lost against them twats.
Yeah.
I am. But also, I look at us and I go, we gonna be all right.
Because you know what would have... Like,
if you see me, then you feel me, we gonna be all right.
Obviously, the performance and the result are two separate things. And to some teams... I think to Arsenal, the result matters more than the performance.
No, look, Arsenal fans are buzzing, and rightly so.
Yeah.
When you go to a big team, you don't care if you play badly and win.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
If
we play badly and won today, we'd be buzzing.
Yeah.
But I've seen tit from us.
Yeah.
And we look all right.
And we're a team in a position in a transition where performances and being able to, obviously the next step is repeating those performances are almost more important than scraping a win, having not improved over last season, because that would be the worst. Like if the game had gone the exact opposite way, if we'd have played like Arsenal did today, but we'd have lost, that would have been a disaster for Man United. Like we could afford to play badly, to play very well and lose. I think a really bad performance today would have been a real nightmare. I think that would have been almost worse for him.
I just feel like there's something there.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Liverpool again. Do you remember when they just needed Alisson and Van Dijk?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's where but it just feels like I can see. Did you have an issue with our tactics today?
No.
There's not one concern for me.
No.
Every time I looked on the pitch, We were man for man in every position.
Yeah.
We had everyone covered. We were never getting caught behind. Delict was fucking class. Lenny Arrow's the bollocks.
Yeah.
Luke Shaw did all right.
Yeah, he was good.
You know, whether he can stay fit is another question. But he played well. Fucking Paddy Dog is mint.
Yeah.
We got Delo or Ahmad start battling for that right-hand side.
Yeah.
The midfield needs fixed. We get Sesko up front. We're cooking.
Yeah, and like you said, people wanted to talk about the 5 at the back constantly last season.
It was fine.
That it didn't even come into my head. And when we were playing with the ball, we weren't like, oh, where's all the attackers? We've got 5 men stood on our own 18-yard. It's nothing like that. We attacked like most other teams attack. You've got a line of basically 5 players across the front. You've got a couple in behind them, and you've got a few players supplying it. It doesn't feel defensive or scared or anything. We've got a lot of players in and around the box. At times in the first half, I thought we didn't quite get that focal point in the middle of the box. We were crossing to no one. I don't expect that to be an issue when Sesko's up and running and fully fit.
Yeah, that was frustrating
that.
when Mbeumo would line up across and there's no one.
There's just no one there.
There's no one in the box.
Yeah.
I mean, his crosses weren't great today, but it helps when you've got someone to actually aim at.
Yeah.
And when you're kind of aiming for a space, you can underhit him, overhit him. You need someone to target, and I think Sesko will provide that point. I just want him to get a goal soon.
Yeah.
So we can put to bed any of that Hoyland chat and all that.
00 Sesko. We can't be having any of that.
He's
shit.
all right, man.
Yeah.
We're all right. Brother Joe,
What would you say to Amarim if he was sat here in front of you now?
Keep going, son.
Yeah.
We got this. We got this. I genuinely... What's he been saying? After the game, he said, we proved today that we can win any game in the Premier League. And we were a better team against a good team like Arsenal.
Yeah.
And that's generally how I feel.
Do you know when you look at other teams that have made the transition we're trying to make? I know you don't want to quote Arsenal because they haven't won the Premier League, but they've got to a point where they've been competing.
But they're a very
Leagues.
good team. It's like if you played against Chelsea today like that, you'd probably feel the same.
Exactly. And they've gone from being a team that isn't challenging for Premier Leagues to a team that is. Liverpool, 5 years before them, went from a team that wasn't challenging for Premier Leagues to one that did. That's what we're trying to do now. And the thing that has to come first is the manager saying stuff like that. The feeling amongst the players and amongst the fans that we're not just scrapping and scrabbling and second best to everything, but clinging on to draws. It's that we can beat anyone and do it by being the better team.
What
That's
do
a
you
massive
think
start.
the mood was like the next day in training?
I think the players have to see that they were the better team.
I think
now, but the thing
I don't
is
think
now,
there's been a dip. What I'm trying to say is I don't think there's been a dip in morale after that.
No, I don't. I think
I know
they'll
it's
be
a bit
pissed
of
off.
copium,
Yeah,
but I don't think there's been a dip in morale. I think people will be there like, get Benjamin up top.
Yeah, I think they'll be pissed off. I think they'll be gutted and infuriated that they played well and lost. The thing is, let's beat Fulham now. Let's chuck 5 or 6 past Grimsby and get some momentum going, because we need to turn a good performance into wins. And when we do, that's when I think things will start working properly. What we can't let happen is you lose that game that you probably should have won, then it's a draw against Fulham, then you beat Grimsby 1-0, fair enough, and then you lose the next one. Then it's like, actually, what the fuck is going on here?
We lost 2 out of 4 here.
Yeah, now it has to be win, 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 draw, win. And if it is, I think this season can be a really, really productive one. I saw a lot more good in that Arsenal game than I saw bad, and I actually saw more good than I thought I was going to. I thought Mbeumo and Cunha looked more settled and more accomplished than I was expecting. Yeah, I don't think we're very far off being a good team, and we know where the weaknesses are. There's no hiding it. There's literally a circle in midfield and a circle in the goal.
But if we don't address the goalkeeper's a problem.
Yeah, but he clearly knows.
But it could cost the manager, man.
He clearly knows it's an issue, though.
You know, if we can't get Baleba, just deal with that. Deal with that.
Deal with the goalkeeper.
You just deal with that right now.
Is the right person available, do you think?
I don't know who the right person is. We employ people to scout for goalkeepers.
Yeah. Keepers are a tough one as well, aren't they? Because it's so mental.
Donnarumma's there.
Yeah, but is he any good?
He's better than what we've got.
Yeah, probably. I know he is, but I think if you'd have asked PSG fans at the start of this season how great he's been, they'd say he's been up and down. He had a brilliant campaign, as they all did this year.
A bit like Onana was great in the Champions League, you know?
I know. But yeah,
he's better than Onana, though.
I agree that he is, and I agree that there are goalkeepers in the world that can do the job we need.
Who's that Lemon geezer?
Lemon,
yeah.
Yeah. Lemon Pledge.
Bring him in.
Do you prefer Diamond Geezer or Lemon Geezer?
Diamond geezer. Yeah.
Right. I think we should wrap it up there, don't you?
Brother, we're back.
I love
Don't
that.
panic. We got this.
Makes me feel
Don't
weird
panic,
every time.
everyone.
Don't panic.
We're fucking back. And 21 is still coming. 111 points to play for, remember? 111 points. You need less than that to win the league.
Yeah.
We're going to be
See you in a bit.